I'm Scott Bell, the Young Geek of Old Geek, Young Geek, and I want to talk about video games as art. Not so much why video games are art, but why we have the discussion of video games as art. I think that everyone wants to have some sort of respect towards the video game community, that we want that for video games, because I acknowledge that, you know, most people think that video games are a waste of time. And that's true. A lot of people do think that way. I disagree with them. I think that video games are an art form. I think that there is a lot to be learned from video games. That there's real life value in video games. So when when we say video games are art, what does that mean? Um, I think what that means is uh, like they're a part of our culture now. That it's not only their prevalence, but their ability to communicate stories, to engage with their audiences. I think that games are definitely a new sort of medium. And they definitely are, not because of their age, but because of the way that they innovate and they tell stories and the way that they keep on expanding, the way that they keep on moving forward or regressing. It's an interesting ebb and flow of how video games are designed and how, like I said, like how timeline has sort of progressed from where we have been to where we are now. It's very interesting to see how we have like staples of video game franchises like Pokemon, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, uh, Madden, all that stuff, and those are universally understood as video games. And are these art forms because of their prevalence or because of the work that goes into them? Sure, why not? I mean, art is a very broad term when you really think about it. It is just an expression. It is just a creation. So these video games are made on a regular yearly basis, and they're made by people who put a lot of time and effort into it. Sometimes more than is necessary, because oftentimes uh, the higher ups will really crunch down on the developer studios and force them to complete a game in time that they just don't have, and that's a shame. And that's probably a topic for another video. But are why is it important to talk about games as an art? Because they're a part of our society now. Video games are everywhere, worldwide, especially here in America. We see them on billboards, commercials, ads on our web pages. Video games are here. They're here to stay, and I don't think that they're ever going to go away. So, yeah, they are a part of us. They are part of our culture, society, which I think is built up of different things. I think it's built up of governments, agriculture, and art. There's probably more to that, and I really haven't put forth thought, but uh, you know, definitely a part of culture, a part of society is art. So if we are sort of identified by our art, video games are a part of that. So video games are art, and it's very funny to say that multiple times, but I think that we can agree that they are not only just art expressions, works, creations, but that they are a part of our culture, and that we should respect that and acknowledge that. Not just claim that video games are an art, but also acknowledge their presence. So, this is Scott Pell signing off. Please like, comment, subscribe. Um, Listen to our podcast on iTunes, Podomatic, and SoundCloud. Send us a tweet at OldGeekYoungGeek, and send us an email at oldgeekyounggeek@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed the video.